This is the first episode where I'm trying to get as good as I can in 32 days. This episode is just going to be about me learning about great graphics settings, my controls, how to find the right sense, and good maps to practice your aim. So I watched a great video breaking down the best graphics settings in Chapter 4. This video is in the description if you want to watch it. It is by Cosmos. What I am going to do is break down my settings, which are a mix of my own preference and the settings from the video. So basically, with your graphics settings, you want to get the best performance as possible. This means going into performance mode, which is right here. Now, you need to restart your game. This will give you a lower input delay and better FPS. Now, go back into graphics settings once your game loads up and change the windowed mode to full screen. I have VSync off and the FPS value is 144. My monitor brightness is 100. I did not touch the colorblind options. The 3D resolution can be a preference, but I would go with around 85 to 100. My view distance is epic because I like being able to see as far as possible, and my textures are on low. This is so I can get the most out of my FPS. For both the high resolution texture options, I just have them off. For meshes, I have them on high because it makes the game look better and it makes it easier to see through builds. For HUD settings, I have reticle on. If you had it off, it would not be a very pleasant experience for you. For reticle ammo indicator, I have it on. For damage numbers, I have it on. Cumulative. The reticle damage feedback, I have it off because I just don't want to see all that stuff on my screen. I like it being as plain as possible with just the hit markers and with just the numbers. For HUD skill, I have it on 100. I don't want to have it any lower because I like to see how much I damage people for. If you have it too low, you're not going to be able to see the damage numbers, so if you have it high, it's going to be so much easier to see the numbers. And the final thing is that for HUD options, the only ones that I have disabled are latency debug stats and creative runtime performance stats. The rest of the HUD options are enabled. So now with control options, the ones that I have are, I have toggle sprint on, then auto open doors is off. For me it's preference, but you can have it on if you want. Mantle activation is on hold jump. For me, once again, it's preference. Hold to swap pickup should be on toggle. Targeting is off. For me, mark danger is on. Auto pickup weapons is off. Preferred item slots, it's really up to anyone, but this is what I have it set up to. I have the AR in my first slot, shotgun in my second, SMG in my third, and I have 2 consumable slots for the right. I have auto sort consumables to the right. For building, I have them all on except for disable pre-edit option because it was proven to make people slower at edits because you have to wait for it to be built first to edit it. The options below don't really matter, but the ones that do matter are tap to search and invert view. For invert view, it should be off, and tap to search should be on. For keybinds, it's really up to you, but these are mine. So for my keybinds, I have the regular WASD for move forward, move left, move back, and right. I have the regular WASD. For jump, I have spacebar. For sprint, I have left shift. Left shift just feels really comfortable for me because it's only my pinky. For auto run, I have equals. I don't really use auto runs, so I just use a button that's kind of out of the way. For crouch, I have left control. It's really easy to press when you're doing everything because all you have to do is lean your hand on your keyboard. Like lean your left hand on left control. For force jump and force jog, I really don't know what those do, so those keybinds, I have no idea what I have them set for. For fire, I have left mouse button. For target, I have right mouse button. Those are what people usually use. For reload, I have R, use, E. E is just really comfortable for me. I know some people have it on F. For harvest tool, I have it on middle mouse button. Middle mouse button just really feels comfortable to me just to use my pointer finger on my mouse. For weapon slot 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 3V, 4, 5B. Those just really feel comfortable to me because they're all close to where WASD are. It's not like too far away, and it doesn't really mess up what I'm doing. So for building, crouch while building is on left control. It's my regular crouch bind, so the bind that most feels comfortable to me. Wall is mouse button 2, so it's my side mouse button. Floor is Q, stairs is, again, another side mouse button. Side mouse buttons are really comfortable for me, especially when building, so I like to use them. The roof is caps lock, trap is T, place building is mouse button left, repair/upgrade is G, rotate building is R, change building material is right mouse button. It feels the most comfortable to me because it's what I'm used to, and it's, again, not affecting anything else that I'm doing, like movement and anything else. Building edit is on F, crouch while editing is left control, select building edit is on left mouse button, reset building edit, right mouse button. And you can see right here that I have mouse wheel down for both building edit and reset building edit. I mainly use those to reset my edit, so then it's a lot faster than using bind on your keyboard. You just have to scroll your wheel down. So that's what I have that for. For communications, I don't really use this tab, so my keybinds are kind of just not finished. So it's just like not there because I don't use communication bind. For emotes, I don't really have anything set because I don't really use emotes. I just have the emote on 1 and then I use the wheel to click on an emote that I want to use. MISC, so for toggle harvesting tool, L, switch quick bar is on delete. Mouse wheel down is previous picker wheel. Next wheel is mouse wheel up. Cursor mode is left alt. Toggle map is M. Toggle inventory is I, DBNO carry is F, DBNO place is F, carry object side grade is F, object place is F. For the vehicles, I'm just going to scroll through them. If you want to see what they are, you could just pause whenever you see a vehicle that you want keybinds for. So for riding, I have sprint on left shift because left shift is what I regularly use for sprint, so I'm just used to it. For dismount, I use E because it's a regular bind that I use to get out of vehicles, so I find it more comfortable to use with animals too. And the creative binds, those are what they are. And replays, I don't have binds. LTM abilities, I just have one bind. Utility ability, it's R, and those are my binds. It's really up to anyone what their binds are. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. So something else that's also important is keyboard movement. This is basically double movement. So for the forward diagonal angle, it is 60. For strafe angle, 76. For backwards diagonal angle, 135. Sense is also up to you, but for me, I play on 5.3% on 1600 DPI. To find the right sense, you go on aim train map like these. So the first map that you can use to practice aim is called Scavok Aim Trainer, Chapter 3. This one is extremely useful if you want the targets that disappear, and it's just a really good aim train map. The second one that you can use is made by XREX60. It's called Aim Plus Mechanics. This map is good to practice a lot of things like aiming from a long distance, aiming with SMGs, using shotguns to aim, and it's also good if you want to practice tracking. So these are just two maps that are good if you want to try and find what your sense is and if you want to learn like a good sense for you. Because in the end it's preference. Both of these codes will be in the description if you want to play on them. If you want help to find sense, you can also find pro sense. You can use this website, which will also be in the description. This is the end of this episode, episode 1, day 1. I'll see you guys in the next episode.